Theme park characters. Have there been situations where you had to break character? I was playing Mickey Mouse when a father started beating his 4-year-old son right in front of me for embarrassing him in the photo line. The kid had accidentally wet himself from excitement meeting Mickey, and this monster began screaming and hitting his child while dozens of families watched in horror. I'd been Mickey for 2 years, and we're trained to never break character under any circumstances. Mickey doesn't speak, doesn't intervene in family disputes, and definitely doesn't confront guests. We're told to radio security and let them handle everything. But watching this piece of garbage slap his terrified son while calling him worthless little freak made my Disney training evaporate instantly. The little boy was sobbing hysterically, trying to hide behind my legs while his father grabbed his arm with enough force to leave bruises. "Get away from that stupid mouse," the man shouted, his spit flying. "You're nothing but an embarrassment to this family." Other families were backing away in shock, parents covering their own children's eyes. Cast members were frantically radioing for security. But this was happening right now in real time. The child looked up at me through his tears, silently begging Mickey Mouse, his hero, to save him from this nightmare. That's when I shattered every Disney rule in the book. I stepped directly between the father and son, pointed my 4-fingered gloved hand at the abuser's chest, and spoke in my normal adult voice instead of staying silent like Mickey always does. "Touch that child again and you'll be dealing with more than just Mickey Mouse," I said, my voice carrying across the entire Main Street area. The father's face turned purple with rage. "Who the hell do you think you are, you freak in a costume? That's my kid. I'll discipline him however I want. I'm someone who's about to call both security and child protective services," I replied, pulling out my phone while keeping the trembling boy safely positioned behind me. "You can't tell me how to raise my own flesh and blood," he screamed, lunging toward his son again with his hand raised. That's when I completely abandoned Mickey Mouse forever. I grabbed the father's wrist with both hands, something that would normally get me fired immediately for any physical contact with a guest, regardless of circumstances. "Try me," I said, staring him down with zero Disney magic in my voice. The crowd that had formed started erupting in applause. A grandmother in the front shouted, "Good for you, Mickey! Protect that baby!" Another father stepped up beside me and said firmly, "You heard Mickey Mouse? Back the hell off that kid!" More parents joined us, forming a protective circle around the child. Someone started recording everything. Kids were cheering for Mickey Mouse like I was fighting a Disney villain in real life. Within minutes, security arrived along with Orange County Sheriff's deputies who'd been patrolling the park. The father was immediately handcuffed and arrested for child abuse in public, while his son clung to my costume leg, finally safe from his monster. The arresting officer looked directly at me and said, "Son, I don't know what Disney's official policy is about this situation, but you absolutely did the right thing here." My supervisor appeared beside us as they led the abuser away in handcuffs. "Corporate just called," she said, watching the video already spreading online. "Mickey Mouse will always protect children, even if it means speaking up for the first time in 90 years. The little boy looked up at me through his tears and whispered, "Thank you, Mickey Mouse."